Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Appreciate you stopping by. If you like what you see, leave a comment. If you don't like what you see, leave a comment. Going to the Southmont Borough Council meeting today. Those are always fun, right? A few minutes early for it, about 15. I'm gonna go in and sit down here in a moment. I don't really think I have anything to say today. I'm just came in to do a live stream, and maybe I will. All depends on if anybody has anything to say or anything like that. So go check out the agenda here in a minute. How you doing, Sherry?
Good. How about you?
I'm good.
Another beautiful day, huh?
Well, you know, it is November in Pennsylvania. I mean,
Yeah.
at least it's still daylight for another 10 minutes. How you doing, Mr. Walker? I'm good. Usual suspects are arriving right on time, so we're gonna head in. So turn this around here. See what the agenda has to say.
Which one in particular? Oh, yeah.
How we doing, guys?
How you doing, John?
Oh, you know.
Good. How you doing, buddy?
Breaking news today. To the tentative budget. Another one, the tax rate is up.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's true.
The one that's acting chief now. Yeah.
I was on the one we're talking about. Thursday.
Things are going up. They're full of them.
Yeah.
And cars flying through the
They
building.
have a
Yeah, that's interesting. I don't know why.
Three weeks ago.
Was it?
Yeah, not fan.
Sounds like it's got a wire.
So a little bit of.
We're pursuing everything we can.
Extinguishers, helpers, it's not.
Did their firefighters
Yeah,
come?
she called them. Well, it was out, but she called them.
These are just like,
Make sure there was anything smoldering.
Yeah.
So that's been a whole.
How you doing, Russ?
So we got a car, we got a fire.
Welcome to
Welcome to
South.
South.
Welcome to South. Should have stayed in the really old building downtown.
With no air conditioning.
Yeah,
Still waiting to hear that, I guess.
those windows were huge down
Yeah, that's gonna be,
there.
well,
UPJ
no,
or
they said
something.
that when we buy it, we're gonna try to develop it.
Oh wait, last night, I thought Mike said UPJ bought it and they
Yeah.
turned it into classrooms or something.
Well, some sort of like an incubator engineering.
My very first office was in
Oh, was
there.
it?
Right down the hallway from where you guys were there, yeah.
Oh, you're on the floor. We're gonna try to be on.
Same door.
Internal.
We were the last one, we were the last sliders.
Yeah.
Everybody else moved
My
on.
husband already got
Yeah.
it.
Well, with our hours, that. Probably the
All right.
same.
Good, how are you? All right.
Hanging in there.
Yeah.
It's been a tough.
I hear you.
Lack of air conditioning is a problem.
Oh, yeah.
Joe had to
A lot
go
more work than I expected.
circle 1970.
Nothing easy.
He would put anybody in the schedule.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, we had spaces over in the parking garage, and we didn't leave until after 6, and then they shut the elevator down. How are you doing, Doug?
Good, Harry.
Good. Good, good, good. Can't complain with this weather.
So far. What's that?
Saving money. Saving money.
Oh, he had an appointment that he couldn't get out of, but he won't be here, and Kurt's out of town, so he won't be here.
Let's see. I'll call you. I'm terrible with names. No, it's not. One gives everybody trouble.
No sense. Nobody listens.
Moved you down the other end of the table?
Musical chair. It's a lot of names. No, I think it was here last month. It's down there before that. Well, we got Roman Catholic this week, so let's see who we are. Football.
Get the figure yet for the police.
It's around 18.
For our amount. For our, Andy said, yeah.
Yeah, for some reason, they put us on the east side of the
It's the only-
I'm always on the west side.
Usually they're done by October. Is Bob coming?
Yeah, that's all one.
I didn't hear anything from him, I'd imagine.
Here.
Yeah.
I was wondering the same thing. You got it for you. I was wondering. What's that?
Quick question. At the end of the day, if somebody brings something up, are we allowed to address it?
I think as long as it doesn't require action.
Consider it, what do you mean? Consider it, it's not on the agenda or?
Yeah. It's like on the, like the public committee, when people
Hello, Bob. Yeah.
talk about with police, whether it's obviously,
I'm Bob.
we're allowed to comment on that, and we have our ordinances, it should be put, if they are put in place.
I think we are expending funds. We are expending funds.
Gotcha.
Yeah, they should be back in order.
I didn't know like how you would respond.
Yeah.
It's just stops
We
now.
can, but we typically don't because then you're
Everything's-
risk getting into a back and
everything's
forth.
what season long.
Gotcha.
And you have to let people have their 5-minute public comment. not
Right.
interrupt when they're
Right.
giving their comment.
I was out this morning. Went out to that inspection where they.
Yes, Sam?
It doesn't have a real. Hard to take. The next day. I think it's going to be an
That's maybe we'll need it this year. Yeah, better ready.
When I was in grade.
Yeah.
All right, I remember this.
Is the correspondence from the city particularly long about animal control? Oh, okay. Could you give us a instead of just saying, we received the correspondence, could you give us a summary? Thanks. I'm just curious. I'm sure other people would like to know what that is, what that entails. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks, Doug.
All right, we'll call the meeting to order. Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call.
Anthony Piper,
Here.
Doug Barry,
Here.
Richard Berger is absent, Kurt Ewald's absent, Gene Kachella.
Here.
Matt McVicker.
Here.
Bob Morgan.
Here.
Sherry Spiker.
Here.
All right, public comment. There's a 5-minute time limit. Please clearly state your name and where you reside.
Walker, 312 State Street. I'm going to ask the people on the Water Commission, we have this new tank involved up there on the hill. Has the pressure been checked on the fire hydrants to see if they are up to what they should be?
I can't say specifically that they have, but I know that's something they're concerned about, so, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure whether that be a fire company that checks those.
And I'm not even sure if Southmont is affected by that tank directly. So,
Well, I think all the fire companies are involved, really, and we don't want to wait till something happened like up there in Westmont.
yeah, I'll be happy to ask
Well,
for your
once they
behalf.
put the tank in, the tank is, they totally redid the whole tank, and, I mean, from what I understand, the pressure's better now that that tank's been put in, something to do with the Kernville tank, and, anyway.
What I understand, the goal of all of the things that we do with the water is to keep the interconnectedness of all the regions. If something happens in one area, it can be redirected. So having that in place is a really important aspect, and as well as the Brownstown tank that they're redoing now.
Thank you.
Yeah, I just have a real quick comment about something that might not seem very pertinent to anybody here on the council, but I think it's kind of important. So we went through the election, obviously, here a few weeks ago, and I just want to thank everybody, and I hope maybe council maybe acknowledge the poll workers and Ed particularly. They deserve a round of thanks. I mean, they run a pretty efficient, and they do a great job. I mean, honestly, I've never personally had a problem, and I don't think we ran into any problems that I knew about here. And I just wanted to thank them personally, and I would hope maybe if the council could maybe, give those guys a thanks for all the hard work they do. That's all I have to say.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Thanks.
Yep.
Okay, correspondence, we have a letter from the city of Johnstown regarding animal control issues. Their letter is basically summarizing that they've had some challenges after no longer having a contract with the Humane Society of Cambria County regarding animal control. And so they held a meeting, and out of their meeting that they held with some different stakeholders, they're looking at what might be a solution to address the abandoned animal issues that exist in multiple municipalities surrounding the city. And they're looking at intergovernmental collaboration, and asking if Southmont is interested, at least starting the conversation of participating in that effort.
I'd imagine it's a pretty big problem.
I need a motion to approve the October 21st, 2024 meeting minutes.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. West Hills Regional Police.
Police department had 408 incidents for the month of October. 76 of those were in Southmont Borough, for a total of 844 for the year so far in Southmont. Of the total of 4,207. There were 6 traffic citations issued, along with 5 warnings in Southmont Borough. Nothing else major.
Chief, I have a question. Are you aware of some individuals, and it seems kind of scattered, but I'm not sure, that are riding like gas-powered moped type vehicles on roads without licenses?
Yeah, we're aware of them. We actually got one down here on State Street not too long ago. So.
Okay. Yeah, I've seen some in Lower Yoder and around Southmont.
It's a growing problem, and they're pushing that borderline of what's allowed to be on the road, what's not. It's the pedal assist right now that we can't.
Yeah.
They're allowed. Well, this one here was a full-on Harbor Freight little mini dirt bike. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Any other questions? I don't see anybody here from the fire company. Engineers report, Bob?
The only thing I have to bring up this month is the flow meters remain in place, no measurable events in the last 30 days. We'll likely take them out for the winter here, and around Thanksgiving holiday, since we're out of the rainy season for the most part. So that's the plan. That's it.
Any questions for Bob? All right. Zoning officer report is in the packet. Anything you need to address?
Well, the only question I have is there's still a lot on here back in May of 2023. We're coming up on May of 2025. So I just wondered what's being done with those and,
What I can comment on is, just an aside in terms of how these cases are being handled at this point. There was an issue as to more municipal inspection agencies being able to file their own criminal citation based on a lack of ability to get identifiers. I discussed this with the chief, and it's my understanding that Laurel Municipal Inspection Agency has its own ROI number, which enables them to access criminal history. So they're able to file their own citations on these cases. We had discussed a situation where the police were going to file these citations because they can get the identifiers, but that's not going to be a necessity at this point. So that's how the case should be handled going forward. It would also apply to these other cases. I can follow up with Laurel Municipal and determine why some of these cases that are from over a year that are just kind of lingering in the
yeah,
system.
like this Franklin Street, the Dollar World, I mean, that place is a mess down there, and they're obviously in and out of there. And, I mean, there's just this Milton's been on here for a long time, there's just like they're sitting and there's, if the people just don't comply when we ask them to do something, they just sit there. So I don't know what we can do about that.
Can you reach out to them and
I
kind
will.
of provide an update to everybody on what the status is?
I'll reach out to them and find out the status of, in fact, all these cases, all of them are significant. And we'll come
We
up with-
changed the title to zoning report instead of officers, since there's
Yeah.
no officer.
Thanks.
Okay. Solicitor's report?
I have nothing to report at this time.
Street Commissioner's report?
We've gotten your speed sign. We're gonna be putting it up on the boulevard for the first test run. And then we haven't done our chipping yet. We're playing a little too much with the leaves. We will get there. I promise. Aside from that, we don't have too much.
What's the status on the leaf machine?
It's all back. We've been using it since Friday.
Okay. Any questions for Sam?
There's a lot of leaves. Seem to be more this year.
It really does. The pile is bigger than it was last year.
Yeah, it came down there.
Borough Manager's report?
One correction on my report, the e-cycling event for next year is actually July 12th, not July 13th. And then as you can see, we were approved for the stabilization grant for down on Shady Lane. The county is going to sponsor that, so they will cover 25%. They're just waiting to get their funding through DEP. And then our cost will be about $900, so that's a great one.
Any questions?
Yeah, unless you have any questions, I'm good.
Okay, Mayor's report? Okay, committees, I do not have anything for administrative and borough services. Richard's not here for community planning, but we do have a draft of the active transportation plan. I have not had a chance to look at it, but Amanda, what date, or did we decide to schedule a date? Did we pick one?
Yes, that would be December. December 17th at 4 o'clock.
We're gonna have a committee meeting to review the draft plan, and determine if there are any changes that need to be made before it is presented to council for formal adoption. Emergency management, finance, Sherry.
Later in, under new business, we're going to approve the tentative budget, and, so that's all done. Nothing else.
Greater Johnstown Water Authority.
As I talked about last time, the letters to all households in the metropolitan area have gone out. Some people have received them. It's they're going on in stages, so I think there's a 3-tier kind of thing that's happening. So far, as people receive them, there's a lot of calls into the water authorities to what does this mean kind of stuff. And they would point everybody to the website because there's an explanation beyond what might be included in those letters. So the full impact of DEP requirement that drove this letters being put out, these letters being put out, is still ununderstood. We're trying to get that 900-page document read by our solicitor, his interpretation of what it means. We're hoping for a statewide kind of synopsis of that to come out for everybody. Just hang in there, they don't come out, and I think the regulations allow 10 years for the thing to be resolved and all of it, but having been removed, so we'll keep you posted. That's all.
Okay. I see that we need action to appoint James McDonald to the Water Authority.
Can I make that motion?
Do I have a
I'll second that.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Police, Bob.
No report.
MS1 stormwater.
Oh, I missed it. Sorry, jumping ahead.
So basically, we're doing the mapping. You're still working on the mapping for the stormwater system. And then with this grant for the Shady Lane, Shady Lane was a concern over there, and the unknown tributary. So we're just waiting for everything to be mapped out and started on that. Nothing as far as working with any of the other municipalities at this point. Just talked to Westmont once on that, but nobody's really formed a group or anything on it like we used to have. That's it.
Personnel, we need to approve hiring Seth Spanko as part-time seasonal public works.
I make that motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Property maintenance, streets and sidewalks.
Nothing of significance. We have a meeting, next week, right?
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
There will also be a personnel meeting after the streets committee meeting. Shade Tree, Richard is not here. Is there any updates or anything for that?
Not that I know of.
Okay. All right, new business, we need to approve an estimate for track removal at 300 Diamond Boulevard.
They having trouble over there?
Yeah, so we got 2 estimates, one from Joe Cunyu and one from Easton. Joe Cunyu was 1,100 and Easton's was 890.
I make a motion that we approve the Easton. We've done this 2 or 3 times now, correct?
Yeah.
And so we approve the amount of Easton, and then if they want to choose the other one, they can do that, is that correct?
No, we're covering this, so whatever we choose is.
So I make a motion that we approve the Easton excavating.
Okay, do I have a second?
Second.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. We need to approve the 2025 tentative budget.
That was included in your packet, and I make that motion.
Second.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. We need a motion to approve advertising the 2025 tentative budget.
Make that motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes.
And that's with no tax breaks.
Correct.
We need to approve advertising ordinance number 552, setting the 2025 tax rate.
I make that motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. We need to approve advertising ordinance number 553, setting the 2025 garbage fee. Do
So moved.
I have a second?
A second.
Any discussion?
And that's just this pass through.
Yes.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. We need a motion to approve receipt of the local shares assessment grant in the amount of $324,315 for infrastructure upgrades to the municipal building.
I make that motion.
I'll second that.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. We need to approve resolution 2024-03, authorization to execute documents and agreements for local share assessment grant. This will be for a grant application that will go in at the end of this month for a street sweeper.
I make that motion.
Do I have a second?
I'll second that.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Business items, we need to approve ratification of payroll 10/22 through 11/18.
So moved.
Do I have a second?
I'll second that.
Pay the people.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Approve payment of bills 10/22 through 11/18.
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Approve transfers 10/22 through 11/18.
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Okay, second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Approve treasurer's report for October of 2024.
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Accept tax collector's report for October 2024.
So moved.
Do I have a
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
I make that motion.
A second?
Second.
All right, we're adjourned. Thank you all.
That's the way I like them.
Yep.
Quick. Now that's the way I like a meeting. Quick. Quick. Under 20 minutes. Perfect. So, appreciate you watching. Thanks for stopping in. As always, if you like what you see, leave a comment. If you don't like what you see, leave a comment. Appreciate you stopping by, and thanks for all the views and all the subscriptions lately. Thanks.